Hey guys, this is Coach Eliza from UNC Wellness Centers bringing you a sport-specific video today. The two sports we'll focus on are soccer and basketball. Soccer, we're going to be doing some touch and technique drills, while basketball will work on ball handling and dribbling skills that you can do at home in a small space. The equipment that I have is a soccer ball, basketball, and 4 cones. You don't really need the cones, but if you have something you can kind of mark, you'll see where I place those later. So we'll go ahead and we're going to start with a dynamic warm-up, so something that's a little more sport-specific, something that's a little bit, get us more warmed up for the activities that we're going to do in the video. So we're going to go ahead and start with jogging forward and then backpedaling back. If you have a little bit more room than I do, go ahead and take that space and just jog a little bit farther forward. And then backpedal back. We'll move to high knees. Make sure you're moving those arms too. We want to loosen up our muscles and get warmed up. High knees. Backpedal back. And one more. Now we'll do heel kicks. Back pedal back. Now we're going to face this way and we're going to do side shuffles down and back. Nice and low. One more time this direction. And switch directions. One more time. All right, now we'll move to grabbing that knee up and holding it for a second. Working those glutes. Back pedal back. Holding that knee straight up for a second. Placing it back down. Back pedal back. One more time. Back pedal back. Now we'll loosen up those hip flexors, so we're going to open the gate. Bringing that knee to the outside of the body. Steps in between. Now we're going to bring that knee across the body. Back pedal back. Bringing that knee in front. And back. We're going to work on a leg swing. Doesn't have to be too high. Just warming up those hamstrings. One more round here. Leg swings. Now we're going to do a high skip pedal back. Pushing off of that bottom foot, straight up into the air. Now we're going to do zigzag side shuffles, but more of a low zigzag formation. Same thing, backpedaling. Keeping that same stance, just doing a zigzag formation and backwards. Forward. Last time. Zigzag back. I don't have too much space here. If you have a little bit more room, you can go ahead and give yourself a little bit more space. We're going to do quick feet to a sprint. So you're going to do quick feet and then accelerate forward. Back pedal back. Quick feet, bolt forward. Quick feet, accelerate. Last time. Quick feet, forward. Now we're going to do that from the side. Facing one side, quick feet. And then bolt forward. Facing that same direction. Forward. And forward. Now we'll face that other direction. Quick feet. Blast forward. Quick feet, accelerate. Last one on this side. Forward. All right, awesome. That completes the warm-up. So now I'm going to set my cones up and we're going to get to the soccer drills. I'm just going to make a small square. And these drills are really going to focus on that control and some moves that you can use to get out of tight spaces if you're in a game day or just something small that you can work on while you're at home. So I'm right in the middle of my small square and I'm going to start with toe touches on the ball. So I'm putting the bottom of my foot on the top of the ball. I'm just barely tapping, not too hard. My ball isn't moving, it's just staying right there. And I'm using the ball of my foot, which is right here, to touch the bottom. If you'd like, you can speed that up. Again, still not letting the ball move. If you can, maybe try to look up for a second. If you'd like a challenge, maybe try to move around the ball. Or just keeping it right here. A few more seconds. If you're going quick, try and get as many as you can. All right. Next, we're going to move to tap taps, where you're tapping it with the inside of your foot. So we want to keep the ball in between our feet, and we're using the inside of our foot, keeping that right in between. Nice soft taps, trying to keep it in that horizontal line. We don't want to move too much. If the ball gets away from you, just bring it back. And let's try to go a little bit faster. Little taps here. Getting in a rhythm and getting the ball comfortable under your feet. If it gets away, just pull it back. Or keep it here. If it gets a little bit far, just cut it back in. All right, so now that we've gotten in a rhythm here, we're gonna come to the top of our box using this tapping, and then we're gonna turn a few at the back of our box. Turn to the front of our box. Turn around, get to the back, and to the front. Little touches, you want to try to stay inside your box. Little taps here. And one last time in the back. And turn back around. Awesome, so now we've used the bottom of our foot, the side of our foot. So now we're gonna use the outside and inside of our foot. Just using one leg. I usually kick with my right foot, so I'm gonna start with my right. I'm gonna tap it to the outside, inside, outside, inside. So I'm doing little touches here with just one foot, outside and inside. This will help dribbling. This will help if you're in a small space. Side to side. If it gets a little bit far, run with it and bring it back. If you can go a little faster, give that a try. Just little touches here of the outside and inside of my foot. A few more seconds here, and then I'll bring it back down. Inside, outside. All right, now we'll switch it to the other foot. Outside, inside. So it's going to the outside of our body, back to the inside. This is my other foot. Outside and inside. If you can go a little bit faster, get a little bit more touches on the ball. And if it gets away from you, just bring it back. All right, so now we've used both of our feet, so now we're gonna combine them. We're gonna go across, across, outside, inside. Outside, inside, so each foot is doing what we just practiced. Again, I'm trying to stay in my box, but if you go a little farther, that's okay, you can just chase it back in. So each foot is doing outside and inside. A few more here. If you can, go a little bit faster. Little touches, very gentle. And stop the ball there. All right, so we're gonna keep with going sideways. We're gonna put our foot back on top of the ball. We're gonna roll it over. Rolling it across our body. Rolling it across again. And stopping it. Ball across, across, stop it. Roll it, stop. If you're getting stuck underneath your ball, bring your foot a little bit more to the side and then pull it across. Start all the way over and then roll it across. Try to keep it nice and close so you're staying within your box. A few more here. One more time across. All right, so we've gone side to side. Now we're gonna go forward and backwards. We're gonna take our ball and we're gonna roll it forward to the top of our box. Roll it backwards to the back of our box. Roll it forward, stepping our foot out of the way once we give it a good push forward, and then pulling it backwards. Forward Getting a few more touches on the ball. And roll it back to the center. All right, so we're gonna combine that rolling move with changing direction in our box. You're at the top, pull it backwards to the back of the box. Roll it back to the front. Awesome job, keep it up. Roll it back. Stop it there. Roll it back to the back. Let's do one more time each. Roll it back. Roll it back. Awesome. All right. We've got one more move similar to that, and then a few more after that. So now we're up to the top of the box. We're gonna pretend like we're kicking the ball. Fake behind us. Pretend like you're kicking. Your foot turns sideways. Kick the ball straight behind you. The Cruyff. Kick the ball, pass it behind you. You want that ball to come straight behind you, so angling that foot is really important. A few more here. Last one. And back to the middle. I've got a small box. The last exercise we'll do here is I'm just going to dribble a few times around my circle. If you've got a little bit more space, feel free to dribble. I'm going to use the inside of my foot, the outside of my foot. Maybe I'll use the top of my foot on the ball. We're going to go 2 more times here. Outside, roll that over, roll it over, and back to the middle. Awesome, so that's our small drill. Okay, and the last challenge we're gonna work on is juggling. So we're gonna try to keep the ball up in the air and work on that. So we're gonna first have a seat, and we're gonna hold the ball straight out using our laces and pointing our toes straight. Just tap the ball, coming up to tap the ball. If you're pointing it with your toe, make sure that your toe is pointing forward and you're with your laces. Now we're gonna drop the ball, kicking it straight up, just barely tapping the ball down and using those laces to come up and hit the ball straight up. 3 more here. All right, now we'll stand up. We're gonna hold the ball waist height, arms straight. We're gonna drop the ball down and kick the ball straight up into our hands. Still using those laces. Dropping it straight down, tapping it straight up. Once you get a rhythm, maybe try 2. Straight up into your hands. Once you get a couple, maybe try to tap it back and forth in between your hands and to your feet. I'll challenge you to get as many juggles as you can. All right, so that's all for soccer. Now we're gonna move to basketball. All right. So we were using our feet a lot in soccer. Now we're gonna warm up our hands, passing the ball back and forth. Chest height, squeezing our fingertips up against the ball. Back and forth, back and forth. All right, now we will start low, fingertips up to high. Passing that ball back and forth, going up and down. Two more. Warming up those shoulders, the hands, fingers. All right, now we're gonna take the ball and we're gonna go 5 times around the head. And let's stop and go the other direction. Reverse it. All right, around the waist. Take that ball behind the back. Feet about shoulder width apart, knees bent. And other direction. Try to get that rhythm. There we go. All right. And let's go around those legs. Try to keep a straight back and get that rhythm going. And reverse it. A few more. All right, let's get that split stance. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Circling this leg. And reverse it. Nice and low. And step that foot forward. Step that foot back. Circle that leg. Get in that rhythm as fast as you can. And reverse it. Meet that leg up. Nice wide low stance. We're gonna figure 8. I'm gonna come from the inside around my leg back to the inside of my other leg. I'm gonna move the top of my body with it. Figure 8. Keep control of the basketball. Let's get that as fast as we can. And reverse it. So now I'm coming around and under, around and behind my leg. A few more. And bring that ball up. Now we're going to work on low dribbling. Using our fingertips, nice and low stance, back pretty straight. Fingertip dribbling here. Nice and low, about shin height. And switch that over. Shin height, not much higher than here. Trying to mostly use those fingertips. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the pound dribbling. So this is where we want to engage our arm, our shoulder, really digging into the ground here. This is going up about in between our knee and our waist. And switch that over. And back over. Now we're going to go from high pound to low dribble. So you're going to start high, and then you're going to bring it down. Bring it up. Bring it back down. Bring it up. And back down. Last time up. And the other side. And bring it down. Bring it up. And back down. And bring it up. One more time on that low dribble. And one more time on that high dribble. And let's hold it there. All right, back on our right side, we're gonna do a pound dribble with a pocket grab. So you're gonna hold it, bring it back, back forward, bring it back, forward. This is if a defender is reaching in, you can pull it back, bring it forward. Wanna make sure you're not going under the ball for a carry from the ref, but that you're keeping your hand on the top and the side. Pulling it back, back forward. And switch that to the other side, same thing. Working on that, pulling it back. Someone's reaching in, you're pulling it back so they can't get it. And one more here. All right, so now we've gone kind of forward and backward. We're gonna go side to side. One hand, so I'm using my right hand. And I'm going across, back and forth. I'm gonna slide this foot back a little bit so I can get a little bit more movement when I'm coming across and forward. You can look up or look at the ball. You wanna be ready to move and react. And let's switch that to the other side. So we're going side to side here. A few more. And hold that ball here. Now we're gonna go crossover, so we're gonna go from our right hand to our left hand. Nice low stance. Bringing that ball side to side. Left to right. A few more. All right. This might be a little bit of a challenge for me as well. I'm gonna try to go under that leg and back to the front, back to the front. Trying to get into that rhythm. There we go. Almost had it. And let's switch it up. Going between that leg with the rhythm. Keeping control. All right, and then this is the last basketball challenge here. I'm going to challenge you to see if you can walk while the ball goes between your legs. So Coach Eliza got 2. See if I can do a little better than that. And about 3. One more try here. All right. right, so there's that basketball. I'm gonna keep practicing. I'm gonna practice juggling. I'm gonna practice dribbling, seeing what I can do there. We're gonna do a little bit of a cool down now. Let's go ahead and go down to the right. Walk your hands to the left. Fold over the middle. Slowly roll up. Let's go ahead and grab that right leg. Quad stretch. We'll go ahead and do the left. Let's go down for that hamstring, putting that foot right in front, leaning down. These were some drills that you can work on at home, practicing your touch and technique for soccer, working on those ball handling skills and dribbling for basketball. Let's pop that other leg forward. Now we'll step forward, feel that hip flexor, and step that leg back and the next leg forward. Let's do a few arm circles here. I'm going backwards. Now we'll go forward. Let's pull that arm across, keeping that shoulder down. And switch. Let's pull that arm back behind. And go ahead and switch that. All right, let's take 2 deep breaths. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope that you keep practicing those skills. Thank you.